Hello students, I am Abdesh Kumar Jha. We are going to discuss the second chapter of history of class 9. The title of the chapter is Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. In the previous video, we have discussed about the Russian Revolution, means economy and society during Russian Revolution, socialism in Russia, the 1905 revolution, the Bloody Sunday, and the First World War and the Russian Empire. In this video, we are going to discuss about the February Revolution in Petrograd and its effects, the October Revolution and its effects. The February Revolution in Petrograd, 1917. There was a food shortage in the quarters of workers in the winter of 1917. A lockout took place at factory on 22nd February. Workers of 50 other factories joined in sympathy. Women also led and participated in the strikes. This came to be called the International Women's Day. The government imposed curfews. On 24th and 25th February, the government called out the cavalry and police to keep an eye on them. On 25th February, the government suspended the Duma and politicians criticized this measure. On 27th February, the police headquarters were ransacked. Cavalry was called out again. An officer was shot at the barracks of a regiment, and other regiments muted and joined the striking workers gathered to form a Soviet or council. This was called the Petrograd Soviet. A delegation went to meet the Tsar military commander, advised him to abdicate. The Tsar abdicated on 2nd March. Soviet leaders and Duma leaders formed a provisional government to run the country. Soviet leaders and Duma leaders formed a provisional government to run the country. Now we have to discuss about the effects of the February Revolution. Restrictions on public meeting and associations were removed. Soviets were set up everywhere. In industrial areas, factory committees were formed, which began questioning the way industrialists ran their factories. Soldiers' committees were formed in the army. The provisional government saw its power declining and Bolsheviks' influence grow. Therefore, the provisional government decided to take stern measures against the spreading discontent. It resisted attempts by workers to run factories and arrested leaders. Peasants and the socialist revolutionary leader pressed for a redistribution of land. Land committees were formed and peasants seized land between July and September 1917. Now we are going to discuss about the October Revolution, means the Revolution of October 1917. Lenin persuaded the Petrograd Soviet and Bolsheviks party to agree to a socialist seizure of power on 16th October 1917. A military revolutionary committee was appointed by the Soviet to organize seizure. Uprising began on 24th October. Prime Minister Kerensky left the city to summon troops. Pro-government troops were sent to take over telephone and telegraph offices and protect the winter season. Military Revolutionary Committee ordered to seize government offices and arrest the ministers. The Aurora ship sailed the Winter Palace. Other ships took over strategic points. By night, the city had been taken over and ministers had surrendered. All Russian of Soviets in Petrograd approved the Bolshevik action. By December, the Bolshevik controlled the Moscow-Petrograd area. Effects of the Revolution of October 1917. Most industries and banks were nationalized in November 1917. The land was declared social property, and peasants were allowed to seize the land of the nobility. Use of old titles was banned. New uniforms were designed for the army and officials. Russia became a one-party state. Trade unions were kept under party control. Now we are going to discuss about the Civil War. When the Bolshevik ordered land redistribution, the Russian army began to break up. Non-Bolshevik socialists, liberals, and supporters of autocracy condemned the Bolsheviks' uprising. Their leaders moved to South Russia and organized troops to fight the Bolsheviks, who were the Reds. During 1918 and 1919, the Greens, who were socialist revolutionary, and Whites, who were pro-Tsarists, controlled most of the Russian Empire. They were supported by French, American, British, and Japanese troops. All these fought a war with Bolsheviks. Looting, banditry, and famine became common. Next point is making a socialist society. The Bolsheviks kept industries and banks nationalized during the Civil War. Rapid construction and industrialization started. An extended schooling system developed. Now we are going to discuss about the Stalin and collective farming. Stalin, who headed the party after the death of Lenin, introduced firm emergency measures. He believed that the rich peasants and traders stocked supplies to create shortage of grains. Hence, collectivization was the need to the hour. Those farmers who resisted collectivization were punished, deported, or exiled. Now the last point is global influence. In many countries, communist parties were formed. By the time of the outbreak of Second World War, the USSR, Union of Soviet Socialist Republic, had given socialism a global face and world stature. By the end of the 20th century, the international reputation of the USSR as a socialist country had declined.